Philadelphia. That's the scene for the Timberwolves. A defensive pillar in the paint, Rudy Gobert planning to stifle the competition as they prepare to get started against the 76ers. Timberwolves Sixers is next. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Philadelphia, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's George. And it's Barlow in at the 4 slot. Greg, not many games remain in the season, and the posturing beginning for these teams as they jostle for postseason positioning.
Yeah, this is the time to give full effort and to really communicate. When the pressure rises, teams can either gel together or fall apart.
Now Maxey, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Pass to Barlow. Trying to find Maxey and gets it to him. Here's Embiid, defended by Gobert. Just 3 to shoot. Gobert with the block. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Nailed from three-point land.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now here's Randall. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Kicks it out to Maxey. McDaniels against George. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset in some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Here's Barlow. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Over Gobert. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Now, here's Maxey. He had 28 points in the win against Washington.
Turning on the Jets, Maxey found the lane and made them pay.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall a screen on Maxey. McDaniels outside. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Edgecombe in the corner. George with it. Shoots over McDaniel. Nice defense from McDaniel. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Randall. 3-pointer. Sinks the triple. Randall's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And he just powered that
one of the game's top dunkers. And so it's Minnesota with it. DiVincenzo finds Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here's Edwards from the arc. Rebound by the 76ers. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor. Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And here's Maxey following Julius Randle's three. Outside, George. Pass to Embiid. 5 on the clock. Drops it in from 11 feet.
In the mid-range, Embiid is pretty confident. He goes right up and drains that jump shot with ease.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. Hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. Both teams will make substitutions. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Detroit Pistons. Greg Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
And here's George for 3.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
Ozuma with the bounce pass. Fader on the way. Reed misses. The 76ers trail by 9. Here's George. He hits that shot, his first of the night, now 1 for 6.
Not going to miss that one very often. Great job.
Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And Reed has it in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got his 3rd assist on the night. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And George kicks to Maxey. From deep, hits the three-point bomb. Maxey's got 5 points so far.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
Now Gobert. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Drills the three-pointer. Timberwolves leading by 6. Outside Edwards. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Outside Maxey. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. From deep, George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Edwards inside. He's guarded by Grimes. And the basket by Edwards.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
From deep, Maxey, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Timberwolves lead by 2. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Oubre out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Cameron Payne. And there's Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. He picked up 12 points in their last win against the Wizards in Washington.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Embiid is at the elbow. Minnesota with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
Here's Grimes. Scoreless thus far. Drills it from outside.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Highland. And here is Clark. Now Reed. Three-pointer. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Reed's got his second bucket tonight.
Every year, it seems like Randall's playing with more awareness. That's why you can now run the offense through.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the 76ers. Jabari Walker's checked in for Trendon Watford. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Payne. And finished off by Walker.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Highland. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Dosunmu, shot's good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now, here is Lowry. Walker with this screen for Lowry. A second chance effort. Walker's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 6. Clark for 3. Great D that time from Oubre. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Embiid the screen. Grimes cans it from downtown. Grimes has got 6 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Highland. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Good. 14 points for Julius Randle.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Lowry passes to Walker. Clock at 6. Here's Embiid. It's a big high bounce and goes in. Embiid's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Grimes with it. Edwards defending. Outside Lowry. Outside Walker. Here's Grimes. No good. That would have tied it. Timberwolves leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Randall. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Randall's got 16.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
Outside, Walker. Lowry kicks to Oubre. Here's Embiid. That one doesn't drop. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Randall. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Walker with his screen for Lowry. Another miss by Philadelphia. Minnesota's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Inside. Julius Randle again. And it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bonus checked in. Paul George comes in for Walker. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Oubre. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Timberwolves also changing it up. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dosunmu. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 9 points with the basket from Paul George. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you guys.
Hasn't bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand on it.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Over in the corner, Edwards. Reid misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
In the corner, George with it. Launches it. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Back to Reid. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. That one goes in.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
A nice shot by George.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Outside, Reid. Lays it up off the glass. Reid's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
A 3 from George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's had a rough start to this game, and that's being nice. But he's gotten back on track here in the second.
Pulls up, high post, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
And here's George for 3. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Julius Randle getting it done for Minnesota. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We come back right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fans half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're venturing up that shot. Oh, yeah. Let's hear it from the
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers going head-to-head in what's been a neck-and-neck battle through 2 quarters.
We need a department store intercom. Attention all ballers, attention all ballers. We have a missing defense. Paging the defense, paging the defense.
That was pretty good, Shaq. You might have a future in retail.
Shaq, to register 4, please.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
A look here now at the 76ers. They've been just solid at times, and at other times they've been awesome. Fun team to watch when everything's in sync. Are they a true championship contender? We'll see.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of points.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted area seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time, the guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half, the wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randle and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And here's Randle after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Jacks up a 3. Randle no good. Pass to Edgecombe. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. It's Edwards on the wing. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Randle finds DiVincenzo. Over Edgecombe. Out to Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. Edwards got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Watch out when Maxey finds his groove like this. He'll just keep coming at you and at you.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Randle with a screen for Edwards. Fires top of the key. And he gets the jumper to drop. Edwards got 11 points.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. With the bars in the action, let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 games. Fourth, the 76ers.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. 6 on the shot clock. Back to George. For 3, buries the long-range jumper. George has got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
For 3, Edwards. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And with Joel Embiid, Richard, you worry that injuries have stolen his best years from him.
The 2023 MVP season was magical. We hope he can stay healthy because he is truly a unicorn. Just an incredible player. Plus, he's pretty fun off the floor, too.
Count it. Randle's got 22.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randle likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
It's good. George has got the lead. Back up to 3 now for Philadelphia.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Here's Randall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops it. Just let it roll.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what Coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Randall. They trail by 3. And Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
And that one's good. Maxi's got 18 points.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And finished off by Gobert.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
The 3 from George. Randall grabs the board. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Pass to Embiid. To the wing right side. And George kicks to Maxey. Down low. Here's Barlow. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Minnesota with the ball. Randall passes to Gobert. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Bounce pass from Randall. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 4th assist in this one. Kicks it out to Maxey. Lets the 3 fly. Count it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Here's Randall. And he drops it in from the low post. Randall's got 28. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end.
Now here's Embiid. 8 points for him. George, no good.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Pass to Randall. Now here's Gobert. And again, it's Minnesota.
This is Rudy in his zone, where his shot is within easy reach.
And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. But now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the help of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. '76ers on defense. They trail by 1. Here's Bono. And the layup's good off the glass. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating poor coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Island with it, covered by Martin. And it's Clark in the corner. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's just not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
Here's Grimes. Buries it from three-point range. Now it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Martin the pass to Grimes. Shoots over Dosunmu. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Joel Embiid out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Grimes in a 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. Outside Edwards. Embiid sets the pick for Edwards. And a missed layup. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Randall. Over Edwards. Randall no good. And he drives in. That's good from Payne on the assist by Oubre. Payne's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Island finds Randall. Pass to Dosunmu. Clock at 4 from 17 feet out. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Edwards, that's good.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Island misses.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Embiid off the bounce. Shoots a fader. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. Oubre with it, and it's Reed picking him up. Throws up, throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Some changes here for the 76ers. George comes in for Edwards. And Maxey subbed in for Cameron Payne. And a change for the Timberwolves. Edwards is checked in. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today.
Oh, my goodness, the slam!
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr., you deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Here's Dosunmu, and he makes good on the layup.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Highland against Maxey. George with the screen on Highland. Maxey passes to George. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. George has got 10 points here in the second half. Timberwolves trail by 12. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Edwards, no good. And the 76ers with possession. Big stretch here going 10-2. Oubre inside. Edwards there. Here's Maxey. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Oubre gets to Jordan. Kicks it out to Maxey. Pass to Grimes. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. Softly drops in the floater. George has got 4 this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Dosunmu. Right wing. That's a 2 from Randall. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. To the middle. Stolen by Reed. Here's Randall. Another shot. And down goes the layup.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Some changes for Philadelphia. Arlo's checked in, and it's Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Highland. It's stolen by Randall. Edwards looking it over. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
George fires. Rebounded by DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside Edwards. 8 feet out, and he gets it to go.
And the touch on Edwards' shot is really nice. Gives it just enough power to drop in.
It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Lets it go from 11.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
Edgecombe with it. Just 5 to shoot. Outside George. Stolen by McDaniels. Now Edwards. He's off from 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I'll tell you, when Maxey gets into his rhythm, he can go all night long.
Up top Edwards. Now Gobert. 1:16 left here in the 4th quarter. Edwards. No good. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the 76ers.
This has got to feel good. I mean, they never counted themselves out when they were down earlier. And they not only connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling. And even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Oh, good on the layup. From deep. Good. Another from 3.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. DiVincenzo with the screen for McDaniel. Edwards. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Now let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this one up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.